What's up, guys? It's your girl Princess Melissa, aka it's the Princess Duh, and today I'm back with another video, and that's period. As you guys can see from the title down below, your girl's gonna be doing a different video. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a frontal wig. Now, I am not a hairstylist. I cannot style hair. I can simply only do my hair. But I'm going to show you guys how to make your own wig so that you do not have to keep on paying people, and then you can make your own wig yourself. I will also list all of the products and tools that you will need in the description box down below. But let's go ahead and get right into this video. And if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think of the video in the comments down below. I have an HD frontal. This frontal is 20 inches. I bought it from Hairbyhoneyy. I will link her information down below. And then I have my 3 bundles. My longest bundle is 28 inches, and then it's followed by 26 inches and 24 inches. This is all body wave hair. So let's go ahead and get into this wig making process. So as you guys can see, I have my wig head here with my pink wig cap. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your stand is firm and tall. Please don't have her leaning over like I did. And then when you put the wig cap on, you want to make sure that the wig cap is facing straight ahead. So if you guys can see, there are 2 parallel lines going across the top of the wig cap. You just want to make sure that those lines are going straight ahead. You also want to make sure that your wig cap is facing diagonal. I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. So I'm turning it to the side. As you can see, the wig cap is diagonal. You don't want to put it straight on like a hat. So once we have our wig cap on at a diagonal angle, it's time to take our HD frontal and just measure where we want to start our cap and our wig placement. This will allow your wig to either become smaller or bigger. So you want to place it a little bit above the wig line. So if you can see there's a wig cap there, you want to make sure that you're placing your wig a little bit ahead of the wig cap so that you can have extra room to have edges and a little extra room to actually glue the wig down. So now that we've measured where we kind of want our frontal to lay, we are going to go ahead and stick a T-pin in the frontal so that it can sit up on the wig head while we get ready to sew it down. So as you guys can see, where I have it now is at a good angle. However, you want to make sure that it's going straight across and not going forward like this. You want to make sure that it's sitting straight across from ear to ear. Once the frontal is ear to ear and you have it at a good placement where you want it to be, you can go ahead and stick your T-pins in to hold the wig down. You want to make sure that it's ear to ear, because if you move it forward a little bit, then it's going to cause you to have a large lumpy wig. So here I'm just pinning down my wig. I'm pinning it down in the front on the lace area, because we are not doing anything with the lace at this moment. However, you do want to make sure when you're pinning it down that you are not pinning it so hard where you're ripping the lace, because these wigs cost a fortune and you don't want to, you don't want to rip your lace. So again, make sure that the frontal is sitting on the frontal part of the black wig cap and that it is going from ear to ear in a straight line. So again, we want to make sure that we place the ending of the frontal or the back of the frontal on the black wig cap going from ear to ear. So once we have that sitting on, we're going to go ahead and get our thread together so that we can start sewing the frontal down to the black wig cap. Now, the way that we get the thread together, we want to take our needle and we'll take a piece of thread. You're going to pull the thread out so that you have however long of a piece that you want, and you're going to simply stick it through the needle. So here you can see me just trying to get the thread into the needle. I do have on super long nails, so it did take me a little longer to actually get the thread into the needle. But no worries, that's exactly what I'm doing. So once I have the thread in the needle, it'll look something like this. Once you have your thread in, you're gonna wanna pull the thread all the way through so you can have two parallel lines like so. So once you have your loose end of the thread into the needle, you are going to cut the other end of the thread that is still connected to the entire bundle of thread. And so that you will have two open-ended pieces of thread. Once you have those open-ended pieces of thread, you're gonna just tie them together like you would tie a shoe, and you can tie it 2 times or you can tie it 3 times, but you want to make sure you tie it at least twice so that you can have a strong end to keep the thread together. So now it's time for us to sew the frontal to the wig cap. So what we're going to do is take our needle. We're going to stick our needle inside of the wig cap, and we want to make sure that we don't stick it so far through that it gets stuck to the wig head. Otherwise, we'll have another problem on our hands. We're going to stick it through the wig cap and then through the wig, and we're just going to pull. Sometimes it might get stuck a little because the wig cap might be a little thick, but don't worry, just keep on pulling. Once you pulled it all the way through, we're going to just do the same method again. We're going to stick our needle through our wig cap into our frontal, and this time we're going to do the wraparound method. So we're going to take the front end of the thread, we're going to wrap it around the needle twice or 3 times, and then we're just going to pull the needle through. This is going to give us a very secure knot so that our wig is not falling apart on us when we put it on. Sometimes it gets a little caught when you do the wraparound method, so don't worry, just do what I'm doing and kind of detangle the thread and make sure that you pull it all the way through. So we're going to pretty much continue to do the wraparound method as well as the regular pull through method throughout the remainder of this video. That is basically your basis to sewing the wig down. So again, we're going to take our needle, we're going to stick it through the wig cap, and halfway through we're going to stop, take our thread, wrap it around the needle 2 or 3 times, and then we're going to pull all the way through. Again, we're going to use this wraparound method so that we can keep our wig nice, solid, and together. So you're going to continue to do this method all the way across the frontal until you have the frontal completely sewn down. So now that you have your frontal completely sewn down, you're going to cut off that excess thread and you're going to just tie it again in 2 or 3 knots so that our wig is nice and secure. It's not loose and unraveling. So again, make sure that you just tie it very tightly, 2 to 3 knots, so it's not loose and unraveling. So now that we've secured our frontal, it's time to go ahead and add our bundles to this wig so that we can make it complete. So I have my longest bundle here. You want to start with your longest bundle so that your hair can be the longest length possible. So here I'm just unraveling my bundle. I'm cutting it open. It has a rubber band on it. Just take the rubber band off. You're going to go ahead and unravel the wig and open it all the way up. So after your wig is unraveled, you're going to take it and fold it in half. This is so that the wig can stay voluminous and it doesn't look super thin, and you save space on the wig. So here I'm just taking my T-pins and I'm just kind of pinning down the wig. I'm also measuring just so I can see how much of this bundle I want to use for the bottom. That's something that you're kind of going to have to figure out on your own. How much of the bottom do you want to use? How much hair you want to use at the bottom of the wig? You don't want it all to be at the top because then it'll look pokey. So this is why I do this method. This is why I stick the T-pins through and kind of just measure across to see how much of the bundle I want at the back end or the bottom of the actual wig itself. So now it's time to sew our bundles to the wig cap. We're going to use the same method that we did for the frontal for the bundles as well. We're going to use our wraparound method with our needle and thread so that the bundles are nice and secure on the wig and they're not falling off or sliding off or anything crazy like that. Now, although you see me taking the needle and pulling it through the wig cap and through the actual weft itself, I'm going to show you guys another method that I use to prevent myself from struggling and to kind of keep the wig cap secure and keep it from ripping. So again, the first method you can use is to go through the weft. However, here you see me just going under the weft, wrapping it around, and then pulling it through. As you can see, this is a whole lot easier. There tends to be less struggle when we do this method. So again, you can stick the needle through the weft. That is perfectly fine. However, I personally prefer to stick the needle under the weft, as you can see here, through the wig cap, doing the wraparound method, and then pulling the needle through. This will secure a knot around the weft instead of through it, which is just as secure. So once you successfully made it from one end of the wig cap to another, we are going to go ahead and flip over that hanging bundle piece there, and we're going to start sewing again, going towards the left side. You can cut your bundle if you want to and begin sewing. However, me personally, I don't like cutting my bundles. I think that it makes them shed, so I'm just going to do that flip over method. So you're pretty much going to use the wraparound method for the remainder of the wig. It's pretty continuous, so I'm not going to show myself doing the second and third bundles, but just know it's exactly the same. Just make sure that you measure how much of the bundle you want to use before starting to sew, just so you can kind of have an idea of how much weave you want to use so it doesn't look super bulky. So as you can see, I have now secured 2 bundles onto the wig cap, and we are at the crown point of the wig. So I'm going to do one more bundle going this way, and a few more wefts going this way, and then we're going to start going straight across. And instead of doing the flip over method, we're going to do the cut method. So at the end of every piece, you're going to cut. This is so that your wig can stay flat and lay flat. And I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. So you want to make sure that the wig stays flat. In order to do so, we're going to measure by taking our T-pin and our bundle and just kind of laying it across the crown of the wig. Once you have it laid across and you see how much room you have to work with, we can go ahead and sew this bundle down. However, once we get from edge to edge, we're going to cut it instead of doing the flip over method so that the wig can lay flat. So we're pretty much done making the wig. This is what our baby looks like. She looks super pretty. I probably will style her later but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to style her. However, we still have one last thing to do. We still need to cut the excess part of the wig cap so that we just have our frontal wig. This part is very easy, but it needs to be done carefully. You're going to flip your wig inside out, cut down the middle of the black part all the way up until about 1 or 2 inches before the frontal actually starts. Because if you cut a little too far, you can accidentally cut your frontal and it will start to unravel. So make sure that you do this part very, very carefully. And voila, we have here our frontal wig. She looks beautiful. She looks ready and single and ready to mingle. So hopefully if you follow all of my instructions, you have yourself a brand new wig ready to pop out, single and ready to mingle, hot girl summer, cold girl winter, and all that jazz. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the video in the comments down below, and let me know if you want me to do any more videos because I will do them for you guys. Ciao, ladies.